Do you ever feel stuck, like you are living your life on autopilot? Are you ready to shift into high gear and reach the success you so richly deserve? Welcome to the Play Big Movement podcast. I am your host, Sharon Lecter, entrepreneur, business strategist, and best-selling author. Playing big is not about settling for good enough or being comfortable. It is about reaching your highest potential and achieving your greatest success. Join me in my Play Big movement as I interview top experts in business, money, and entrepreneurship, all ready to serve you and to help you play big, be number one in your field, live your legacy, and create maximum impact. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this segment of the Play Big Movement podcast. I'm Sharon Lecter, your host, and excited to introduce you to somebody at the same time I'm meeting her. So wonderful to meet you, Alexa. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
Alexa DePaolo, she's a very successful mortgage broker, but she's also into empowerment for other women, for other people related to running their businesses and building relationships and growing through sales empowerment. So delighted to have you with me, Alexa. I know that Angela has met you before, and both Aaron Bradley and Angela recommended that we do this podcast together. So I'm delighted to have you here. So tell me a little bit about little Alexa.
Little Alexa. Little Alexa, I think I grew up in poverty, and little Alexa just was happy anyways, right? I didn't know any better. And life was interesting as little Alexa. We grew up in kind of a crazy family, single mom. It's lots of unfortunate trauma that comes with sometimes living in poverty, and a mom trying to juggle 3 jobs and the different exposure that you have and the having to grow up quickly. I'm forever grateful for everything a little Alexa went through, because it's what makes me me.
Oh, I love that. I mean, that builds resilience as
Mm.
we get adults. So many times children that aren't allowed to fail and recover don't get the skills they need as adults. So that
Mhm.
resilience has probably done well for you. So how did you get into this industry?
It was actually my mom. I kind of fell into it by accident. I was kind of living deja vu. I was then a young single mom, and then also living on welfare and living in poverty with my daughter. And my mom had indicated that she really felt like this path was going to be right for me. And I ended up falling in love with it, but it also financially changed my life and pulled me out of poverty and pulled me out of welfare.
I love that. That's fantastic. And it's really a testament, again, to perseverance and really doing what you need to take care of your child, to take care of your future. So, as you continue to move forward and you're looking at helping others, tell us a little bit about what is your mission? What's your drive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So my mission and my drive has been to really, my life was transformed by that resilience and by that perseverance. And that has turned into my mission is I want to teach people that transformational process, because I really believe that anybody is capable of it. And if you can just create this mindset shift, you can change your life. And I'm proof. I am living, breathing proof of that. And it really was the perseverance and resilience that I think we all are capable of, if you're just in the right headspace.
So, if somebody's watching and they're saying, well, easy for her to say, share a little bit about what your philosophy is and how you help other people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, I have had people say it's easy for you to say, and I have to remind them that when I say I was living in poverty, I was trying to decide between feeding my daughter and keeping the lights on. When I was growing up, we didn't have Christmas presents. We chose toys from donation boxes, used toys from donation boxes. So it's not easy for me to say that. I lived it and I transformed it. And my message is really that anybody is truly capable of making massive changes in their lives. And that's something that I speak on, actually, is I know how to do this. I can give you the steps to do it. And sometimes it's different for every person. Sometimes we need, this person needs 5 steps to get there, this person needs 3 steps to get there, but it truly is an absolute game changer.
So, what is it that you're doing to help other people these days?
Right now, I'm speaking. I'm a keynote speaker outside of my mortgage world, and I also host events. And we talk about this. I bring a lot of people in who talk about the transformational process, who talk about their journeys and uh, the different approaches of how they maybe got there. But it all aligns with this is a transformational process, and we know how to make sure that we know how to make sure we can create significant life-changing moments for you.
Let's talk about some of those life-changing moments for you. You've talked about being in poverty, being a mother, probably was scared to death about your daughter and your future. And
Yeah.
then you've got into the mortgage industry and you got that first moment when you realized that you were making enough money to survive. Talk about the feeling and the empowerment that you received with that.
This is a good one. I always say that the confidence came later. It wasn't confidence that put me here. It truly was the perseverance and the resilience of, I don't only have to worry about me anymore. I have to change her life. This precious baby, like I cannot do this to her. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna break this cycle. And it was just everyday forward movement. And sometimes it was small movement and sometimes it was big movement, but it was every day just pushing forward, pushing forward. And I mean, I had started the process when she was a baby, and she was a few years old, maybe about 3 or 4, when our life really changed financially. But again, it took a few years to build that. And then confidence came. Then it was looking at the paycheck that I thought only existed in the movies. And then it was, oh my gosh, I'm changing her life. This is beautiful. It was the most incredible moment, the absolute most incredible moment. And continues to be what drives me.
And that moment is what you want to share with other people, I assume.
Yeah, it's that moment, but it's that moment, but also how you get there, right? Because it's really easy to look at that moment for somebody else and say, but I'm not capable, but I can't. And I want to take those can'ts and I want to turn them into I can. And that's what I want to give to people because truly, truly, we all can. And what happens in the mind when we start telling ourselves we can't, What's little Alexa saying when she says she can't to I can? It's the build up to that, but that moment is powerful and I want everyone to feel it.
I teach all my clients to come up with what their isms are, phrases that define who they are and what they stand for. And I think you just shared one. Turn your
Mhm.
I can't into I can. So that's one of
Yeah,
your isms.
I love it.
That's great. Any other isms you can think of? Things that you say a lot to other people?
Oh, that's a good one. Another one I say is, fear and faith are both invisible. So if I'm going to give power to fear, I might as well give it to faith too. Why am I going to give all my power to the fear if I'm not going to at least consider believing in something?
I love that. That's fantastic. So, what does the future hold for you paint the next few years? How old is your daughter, by the way?
So my oldest is now 13. She'll be 14 this year.
That's
Yeah, she'll
wonderful.
be 14 in just a few months. And my youngest is 9, and what the future looks like for me is just continuing to enjoy every moment with those girls and continuing to be grateful for every single beautiful thing that we're able to do in life now because I believed in myself because I took a chance on myself. And I really want to continue to be inspiring. Ideally, I'm a huge lover of women. I just believe that we need each other. We need to empower each other. And when we have each other, we create such a strength in our community that's unstoppable. So really just empowering anybody but women to overcome their circumstances and to put themselves in a position where they're also feeling that level of confidence and that level of success. It's important
And
to
I
me.
understand that you shared with me before we started that you're in Denver and that you grew up
Mhm.
there. Tell me, our audience, how they can find you.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to find me, you can always go to my website. It's alexadepaulo.com. You can contact me there, or you can always reach out to me on Instagram as well. Send a direct message. It's the Alexa DePaulo.
Alexa DePaolo. All right, wonderful.
The Alexa DePaulo.
I love that. That's great. And so you are still running your mortgage business, I assume.
Yep, yep. We still run the mortgage business, and and also speaking and teaching other people how to build their business from the ground up, or if they're needing to scale. A lot of times in business, we tend to plateau and feel like we can't get over this financial hump, or we just don't have the proper systems in place. So I help people through business strategy to get there, or like I said, if they're building from the ground up as well.
You're singing my song, systems, everything. Can't
Systems changed my life.
I love that. That's super. Well, you're going to hang in there with me and do another recording for the private Facebook group for the Play Big movement. And so, all of you watching and listening, if you're not a member of that group, please do, because it's a group of entrepreneurs who come together. They want to be number one in their field, live their legacy, which we create our legacy every single day with every heart we touch, and create maximum impact. And so, everybody I interview are in that field. They are creating maximum impact. And so, we talk a little bit more personal about how to persevere. We talk about what their daily habits are. So please join us in the private Facebook group. But Alexa, thank you so much for your time and energy today. And I wish you only the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching and listening to this episode of the Play Big Movement podcast. And until next time, have a fantastic day and join us in the private Facebook group. Take care. Thank you for listening to this segment of the Play Big Movement podcast. Please subscribe to iTunes and leave us a review, as well as join us in other areas of social media, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Sharon Lechter, and for Facebook, author Sharon Lechter. Thank you so much and have a fabulous day.